family. Welcome in. Welcome in. What's up, y'all? My name is Angelica Stanley, and we are live for our weekly workshops. So come on in, like, tag, share, do all of that great stuff. We are currently live on Facebook on my personal angelicastanley.505, as well as Well Valley at Well Valley on Facebook, and then my YouTube page, Angelica Stanley. I'm doing this because we provide these workshops inside of our local community center, and there has been a lot of demand, questions. Hey, help me do this, do that, do this. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go back online where all of this originally started back in 2017. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Angelica Stanley. I am a homeschooling entrepreneur that helps you package from the power of your testimony and start funding business with offers, digital products, coaching, consulting, grant readiness, all of the great stuff in order for you to get that vision, that idea, that blueprint that you believe God has given you to start moving and making money in order to serve and build. Amen. So, getting started, what we're going to be talking about today, I'm really excited, is we're going to be looking at your book, your product, and your service. Okay. Now, what is available? So, the whole theme of this series has been turn your story into income. So, week 3 in of this series is book, product, service. You're going to walk away with steps to attain that today. So be sure to save this video, come back if you catch the replay, all of that. Now, if you see on the bottom of the screen right here, you're going to see the, ticking, the moving, all that great stuff. What you are seeing is an opportunity for you to visit wellvalley.org/workshops. You can learn more about what we're doing in the community centers, but get on that list because virtual communication is also done there as well, meaning that you will receive an email and it'll take you right into our school community. We are now on school, which I'm so excited about establishing this community for you all. It is the Biz Collective. And inside there, you get the start to structure roadmap, which allows you to basically go more in depth, like through these workshops. You also get communities. So you get to drop your questions, the work that you've done, and get feedback from the community, as well as all of the replays in succinct, clear order. Okay. So before we get started, I want to first say welcome back, but give you a recap of what we've done so far. The first week we covered clarity, okay? We covered clarity. What is it that you can upfront see that you believe you're supposed to be doing, okay? The next week we covered message and offer, okay? And so we looked at, part of your story, what you've been through, how to package that, and through your skills and what you've gone through, all of your career experience, all of those things, we created an offer. Now, from that offer, we're going to build it, right? You might be saying, I was kind of stuck here, Angelica, because I wasn't sure which direction to take. Well, I'm glad that you're back here for this episode because we are moving forward and going straight into a problem. Now, the problem that we have is people still don't start. They overthink, they try to do too much, and they're waiting for perfection. Now, as a recovering perfectionist, I'm trying to do my best to explain to you that my biggest breakthroughs and my biggest wins when it came to supporting clients was doing it messy. I made my first 1K, my first $1,000 completely messy. I knew I had a checkout page. I knew I had an offer. I had a book. I had all of these amazing things. But the problem is that I didn't, how do I say it? I hadn't gone through it. So I wasn't able to work out the kinks. Many of you are trying to work out the kinks before you even know the kinks are there and you're not starting. Okay. So you don't need everything. You need one thing and you need one starting point. Okay. And this is how we start. This is exactly how we start. And we do this based on navigating 3 simple steps, okay, or paths. A book, okay, a book, a product, a Biz Collective, a digital product. You can have a product, cookies, makeup, lashes, whatever floats your boat, girl, okay, or sir, okay, and a service, okay. So one-on-one coaching or providing a website build, creating graphics and mock-ups and all of those different things. Okay. Let's break down option 1 for you. Book. Okay. Your story structured. Okay. This is your experience into chapters, your message into impact. You get testimony, teaching, and a guide through this. Those are all testimony, teaching, guide. You can monetize on these. This is my first book. I redid, republished, did all that stuff. More on Prep to Publish coming out in May, the end of the month, we start that. So be sure to get inside of the Biz Collective so that you can get all the details on that. I'm really excited because we are going to be doing the author sprint and I cannot wait to do this. Like, I want to make sure that you all get the meat and the potatoes of this so that we can jump into the author sprint of doing that, because that is the option for, if you want to write a book. Well, let's look at product 2 or option 2, which is something they can use. So if you're creating a journal, product, water bottle, whatever it is, workbook, guide, checklist, digital or print, it solves one problem. Okay. Think of it as like you're selling a water bottle. Well, what does it solve? It solves lack of hydration, right? Dehydration. Makes it fun to drink water. Maybe an upsell is you're an affiliate for a healthy, natural electrolyte mix. Okay. So what does it solve? The service portion of this is to help someone directly. This is where it comes into coaching, support, and done for you products, right? Or done for you services. So maybe, in the past, I've worked with clients and I've helped them build their website. I've helped them package their message as a nonprofit and put it on their website. I've helped them create their videos. I've helped them start their YouTube. I've helped them, do customer service and organization and development in the back office of their business. I've coached them to actually outline and get their business off the ground. It's not just doing workshops and watching videos. It's actually taking the steps and working with someone and having that accountability and doing that. But how do you help them directly, right? We were talking about a water bottle a second ago and electrolyte mix and all of that kind of stuff. What if, the upsell or the service that you provide is maybe you're a fitness coach, right? Maybe you're helping your clients get their macros and build muscle, right? Like macros, what was it? Macros and muscle with Missy. Okay. So it's an opportunity for you to see that this is the fastest way to start. Okay. Providing a service, easy. You outline it, 6 weeks working with me. We're going to get structured on your macros, right? You only need one. So don't try to build everything. Okay. Clarity comes from commitment. So be committed to that one thing for 30, 60, 90 days and watch it grow, watch it evolve, okay? I want to show you how to choose because sometimes we can get stuck and lost in the sauce, and I want to help you choose, okay? So, the first thing you need to ask yourself is what feels easiest to start? Is it starting a service or is it finishing a book or creating a digital product? Where can I help someone the fastest? Can you throw up a sales page faster than writing your book and start working with someone to get their macros in order, right? To start building muscle. And then down the line, you're able to build a PDF based off real relationship with this person, and they helped you, fine tune and do all of those things so that you package something and publish that is authentic and genuine and there's proof in the pudding. Ask yourself, what have you learned? What is your career experience? What have you gone through? Where have you been in life that you find it easier, or should I say, possible to help someone get there faster? Maybe you're someone that, lost the weight, gained the weight, did the macros, went back and forth, yo-yo dieting, all that stuff. And so now you're able to teach from a real life experience, right? But what about the past? When I say your past and then like what you've learned, where in your past have you not processed or looked at and thought about, I did graphic design in my college years, or I was a really good creative writer in my undergrad, right? Or I did poetry slams for, 3 to 5 years and I was a hostess and I was a barback. And I, have experience of hospitality and making people laugh, and I'm really good with my words. Maybe, you're a wordsmith, right? That's one of the words I talk about in Prep to Publish. So the reason I share this with you is because we want to go for those simple wins, okay? So you're going to pick movement over perfection. And we can kind of get stuck in that lost in the sauce type of thing. So done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect, okay? And we want simple scales, meaning we want to be able to start here and then increase a little bit at a time, okay? With that being said, we're going to talk about structure and time, and we're going to break it down on what this looks like, okay? So if you were to choose a book, okay, if you were to choose a book, you are going to choose something that is going to take some time, okay? There's outlining, there's editing and all that stuff, but to help you get started, you're going to outline it. You're going to have the title idea and you're going to put bullet points for 3 to 5 chapters of what you think is going to go in there. And you're going to write a paragraph or two, or even a one pager about, just set the timer 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and you're just going to write or type in a Google Doc just everything possible about this book. This right here, this process is an entry point into Prep to Publish, where I teach you how to do exactly what I've done, package it, create your offers, do all of your stuff, speaking, YouTube, all of these amazing things, but it's starting from the power of your testimony. Okay. So one of the things that is absolutely amazing is once you have, maybe you're not doing a book, but maybe you're saying, I'm going to choose a product. You're going to map out that product, the problem that it solves, the steps inside, like, and what the outcome is. So over here, you can see this graphic. It's called, April at Well Valley, what we're focusing on. We're focusing on call to conquer. Okay. We're more than conquerors in Christ, but we're called to conquer. So what do you have to conquer? We have to take territory. We have to build these businesses. We have to have stewardship in our business. And so this month at Well Valley, with the workshops and publishing and the Biz Collective and all of that stuff, our focus is geared toward stewardship, because your story isn't the problem. Okay. Your story isn't the problem. It's the starting point. So many of us get stuck because we think that our story is a problem. Oh, who's going to want to hear it? I'm not going to be able to get this done. This is going to be this, all of these things, right? Your story is just the starting point. Do you see the pressure that we put on ourselves? Okay. So looking at this, I'm really excited about this because I want to share with you something that kind of kickstarted a lot of this, okay? And it's a service, providing a service. Define it. What service are you providing? Who do you help? What do you help them do? What result do they get? For example, I host a workshop at the community centers, right? During grant season and preparing and all of that. And it's called Grant Ready, right? We're going from vision to funding. I am helping startup entrepreneurs. That's who I'm helping. What do I help them do? I help them get ready to receive money via grants. I help them get clear and write a standard, very detailed, very powerful grant portfolio, okay? So that they are able to submit after they're doing their quick steps of editing for the grants, okay? We prepare, we package, and we present. What result do they get? They get grants. They get grant money. That's what they do. I want you to be able to flip that and provide that. Okay. I want you to be able to take what experience and what knowledge you have and package it. So we're going to do a little activity here. And you know me with little activities, I really like to do these activities just to get us, started, kick started, doing all the great stuff. But we're going to be on here for 1 minute. And I want you to write these down or answer these questions. I am building a product, a service. Okay. What is it that you're building? Okay. And so when we go over here, when you look at this, if it's a book, if it's a product, or if it's a service, you're going to say, I'm building my book. I'm building a book, or I'm writing my book. Okay. I'm building a product. It will help people with time management, hydration. Okay. My first version will include 5 to 7 chapters of my early life experience in weight loss. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and kick this off for 1 minute. Okay, so what do we have here? I want you to take the time to reflect on this. And once you're done reflecting on this, I want you to be able to not just, keep it moving, but keep in mind that you are in a process of building. And what does building look like? Okay. These mini activities, I have several of them inside of the Biz Collective for your Start to Structure module. And inside of there, those mini activities for every workshop are in chronological order to help you get started, okay? From creating a landing page to getting clarity. Now, you might be saying, why did you start with a landing page? Because a lot of my clients are coming to me, they have what they need, but they're not tech savvy. So I'm giving them, budget friendly ways to kick off their whole tech savviness and learn how to get a sales page up so that they could start making money. Like, these are real experienced people that have packaged their career experience, have, written a book, have self-published, are speakers and authors and YouTubers and, career consultants and business coaches and all of those different things. And they're learning and they're starting to strategically scale and build that side hustle, but it's really not a side hustle. It is your lane. It is taking territory. Out Well Valley, we're doing the Call to Conquer series because you are called to take territory. And what are you building that is going to fill the gap in the marketplace to reach people who people are not reaching? Okay. So, with that being said, I want to leave you with some encouragement because this is your starting point. You don't just need to finish today. You just need to start building, taking one step at a time. And whatever that step looks like, for you is how you can start turning your story into income, right? Maybe you came out of debt and you've packaged all of the steps and you're like, Angelica, I just want to learn how to package it clearly so I can sell a $27 digital product that helps single moms get out of debt and start living in freedom, right? That is a blessing. So the next thing is, next week we are set up to help you basically package where people can find you and start paying you. Okay. I kind of touched on that already in this training, but it's just to let you know that there is a process, there is a structure. You can have all of the ideas, but if you don't have structure, it's not going to work. Okay. Structure and consistency require action. It's the those two are what you need in order to take action. Because you can keep doing and doing and doing and taking action, but if you don't have structure and you're being inconsistent or you're being consistent with the wrong things, you're probably not getting anywhere. But if you combine those and you take, YouTube University and you take those things and you put them into a structure, you're going to go somewhere and you're going to have clarity. And you're also going to be able to provide clarity for those you're called to serve. Okay. So let's connect it because inside of the Biz Collective, you don't want to leave this here. You don't want to leave your ideas and this action and everything that you're doing. You don't want to leave it just on social media. You don't want to leave it just in your journal stuck. If you want help building this and building that consistency and building the structure, then I want to invite you to join me inside the Biz Collective. Okay. The Biz Collective is free to start inside of the Start to Structure course. So when you get inside of the Start to Structure course, you're going to see modules 1 through 4, or lessons 1 through 4, and then you're going to see every single live video training that I've done that takes you in depth for each of these steps. It's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. We're talking to authors, coaches, content creators, entrepreneurs, speakers, community servants, nonprofit, for profit, ministers. It doesn't matter. It's the same structure, okay, but a different focused message. And that's what I'm helping you do, okay? So if you want step-by-step guidance, weekly workshops like this, imagine being here. Like, it's one thing to be on social media, but imagine getting into a community where you can say, hey, can you all check like my help statement and let me know does this sound like what I'm trying to convey? Like, and you get that community support, right? You have people in the Biz Collective that will follow you on social media and hype you up and support you, and not the fake stuff. The real, genuine, we're building together. Let's help each other, right? Here is the structured roadmap inside of the start to structure. Okay. You are going to get clarity, work on your offer, get your message package so that you're clear, build the systems or learn the systems, and then build. Okay. Clarity, offer, message, systems, build. Clarity on what you're going to create and sell. What is your offer? What you're offering to the people. Okay. You're going to get clearer on that. So clarity and offer kind of go hand in hand. It's just the next step. Your message comes from that. If you're offering, a stay hydrated and get better macros, and you're selling this as a product and an offer and one-on-one coaching, what is your message? Right? What are you telling them? How can they hear that you're the one to help them for that? Right? And this is where it's important, because when you have a clear message, people are going to start picking up on it, right? If you're wanting clarity, if you're wanting to create your offers and you're wanting to create your message, and you know that you have to get this done, but you're overwhelmed, you're tired, you're busy, all of these things, but you feel like something is missing. But if you could just do something for maybe an hour a week to get going, to get footing on doing what you're supposed to be doing, praise the Lord, that message is going to convey. That message is going to start to convert. And when you start getting conversions, you need to have systems in place. What systems? Is it an email service provider? Is it a community online? Is it a weekly workshop? Is it your office? Where are you providing? And all of the systems that are involved to keep the people moving, right? And getting the service that you provide. Then lastly, you build it. You build it. You build with clarity, with confidence, consistency. You go from idea to income, and you start scaling. My first $1,000 was sloppy. Okay. It was the best sloppy $1,000 I had ever made. I will never forget it. In fact, when I go to launch something or do something, I keep the same rhyme, rhythm, and reason. Why? Because it worked. People may think it's sloppy, but the rhyme, the rhythm, and the reason came from me having clarity offer in my offer, having a message. That's where I got the rhyme and the rhythm. The systems helped support the rhythm and the flow of me serving and clients being served. And I was able to build. And I want that for you. I want you to be able to have that and the simplicity in that. So if this blessed you, thank you so much for being here. Free business workshops, Automate with Angelica, turn your story into income every Wednesday, 4:30 online. We're also moving to 6 in the community center. I'll update that. You guys, I am so excited. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, tag, share. Foundations, clarity, business basics, and I can't wait to see you inside of the Biz Collective. I'll see you soon.